Hi, it's Laura, the armchair chef. I've got something different for you today. I have been going through my things, and as I mentioned before, I think during my live, I kind of follow the premise of I'm a bug, okay, a clutter bug. I'm mostly a bee with a little bit of butterfly. I like to see my things. If I don't see them, I don't know I have them, but I also like to be very organized. So I have a bookcase, and when I turned 25, and my parents decided to run away from home, yeah, they retired to Las Vegas in a senior place, so nobody could come live with them. Yeah, it happens. they it was a senior community. You had to be over 50 to live there. So, we weren't that old. We couldn't go live with mom and dad anymore. So, yeah, they kind of ran away from home. They I had every book I'd ever read till I was 25. And I finally put them out at the yard sale, and what didn't go got donated. We had somebody come pick everything up that didn't sell. And it's just I've been a reader I my whole life, and some stuff I still kept, and I kept for a very long time a few things, very few things now, because eventually over time things get ruined. You put them somewhere. Usually we use cardboard boxes. We weren't going out buying totes. We were just using cardboard boxes, and things got ruined, rain, things leak, animals, vermin, things like that. If an animal gets in and pees on it, you got to throw it away. You can't save it. That's why I like to use the totes or the plastic stuff, even though if a mice wants to get at something, they'll get at it. So anywho, what this is leading up to is I still have a bunch of books and in Utah, we have a thrift store called Deseret, which is sort of, I guess, a LDS type moniker, so to speak. They are a charitable organization. That's our main thrift store. It's a rehab center. They are not for profit, and they do rehabilitate people in their stores. They give them work, they teach them, they train them so they could put them out back into the workforce. People with most of them, it looks like they may be physically or mentally challenged. Those are the people that I've dealt with, and more we're having that because people are there's way more autism than there used to be. So I think there's people that need special training because of whatever their challenges are, whether it's physical or mental. And there are some of us that probably should have more training because we speak before we think. That's also a problem. However, I've gotten books from there. They're very, very cheap. $1, $2. This one, brand new, $1.50. So when I got here, I would go to the thrift stores and look for things, furniture, whatever, because yeah, it's a good place to spend money, and it's cheap, and I needed some things. Yeah, don't need so many things anymore. But so I was going through my bookcase. I have about 3 feet, a stack 3 feet tall of books that I really weeded out that I don't want to keep. But it started off me deciding, oh, I don't need any of this. I'm not going to use this. Would I use this, or would I go look on the internet for that information? So the stacks were filling up fast. And then all of a sudden, all I did was start sorting them. That's one of the problems I have. I start getting it and I'll say, oh, this is this. And it goes in a pile. Instead of saying, no, I don't need it. No, I pile it. So that's something I have to figure out. I have to address. This is why I have to go through my things multiple times, because it starts out by decluttering and then it just turns into sorting. And that doesn't do any good, getting rid of anything. So, anywho, okay, now I've got a pile of books. I got lots of piles of books. And I go to thrift books and I buy books. So they will also buy books back. They will take your books. So I said, well, I've got all these books. Let me stick them in a pile and see if they'll take any of them. So they have an app. I usually go to the website, but they have an app you can download on your phone. And I have it. And you have your account, and it has a section for buyback. So there are times when they will not take the book, whether they have too many of them or whatever the reason is. There's no nobody wants them. There's no, but they're not on anybody's wish list or things like that. So I'm going to go through this with you, and we're going to see how many of these books anybody wants, if they'll buy them back, and maybe how much they'll give me. Most of these are brand new because I bought them used, but new. None of these are library books that I got from thrift books. You can sell thrift books back, the books you got from them too. I'm not sure how they qualify them as acceptable or whatever. This one's virtually new, though I did get it at the Deseret for $1.50. It doesn't look like it's been used. Acceptable means less than 30%. There's no bet. I don't think anybody even looked at this one. I think that somebody bought it and got rid of it like I'm doing and never used it. Because when you want a recipe, what do? I Google it. I look for it. I go to Food Network. There's a few websites I like to go to because the resources are bigger than if I just got a book. Yeah. If I got a book, I'm limited to what's in this book. But if I go to the internet, there's no limitations. However, it's easier to find certain types of things. This is Better Homes and Gardens. This is a great resource. 400 light and healthy recipes, and that's great. And I'm sure there might be 5 in here that I would actually make. So it doesn't pay to hold on to this whole book. So what you do is I've got my app up in here, and you can type in, it's okay, baby. You can type in the ISBN number that's on the barcode, or you can scan it. And I scanned this one already because I didn't know how it was going to work. And it came up. We currently, I'm going to have to, I think it's going to be too bright. Anyway, I'll tell you, it came up. Well, then I can brighten it up again if you're not going to be looking at it. So we currently have enough of this item. Try another item. Okay. So that'll go in the do not want pile. Now there's another one that I bought. It says, you suck at cooking. I thought that would be great. I don't think I've ever opened it, but I have it. There's lots of stuff in here. Dips and snacks. And I think it's more of a bare bones type of a thing. Do you crave food all the time? Do you think you might want to eat again in the future? Do you suck at cooking? This book's for you. So let me scan the barcode and see if anybody wants one. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay, it's scanned. You sucked at cooking. We currently have enough of this item. Try another one. Nobody wants this one either. Okay. This is a book I got from somewhere. It's I Can't Believe I'm Quilting, a beginner's guide. I don't quilt. Has a barcode, has to have an ISBN barcode for it to take. So let me scan this one. Ah, they'll take this one. And the value they put on it is $1 Okay, well, that's more than I'd have if I threw it away. So let me put it in that box. Now, this is one that came with my Instant Pot, and it doesn't have a barcode, so I can't sell that to them. They don't want that. See, there's no barcodes on it, no ISBN. They won't take something like that. So this one, 100 recipes for your air fryer. I think this came with my air fryer. It did. It came with my air fryer. So what I do now is I have a cheat sheet up on my fridge that just gives me the basics. This is the meat. This is what you put the temperature at and for how long. So that's what I use. This is one of my favorites. The Good Housekeeping illustrated step by step. I had one of these for many moons, and I accessed it a lot because it would give me, I would just punch in a category like turkey. There's a thing for gravy, it shows you exactly how to make the gravy. Love this book, but I had a different one. Mine looked a little different. So let's see if they want this book. If it has a barcode, where would the barcode be? Well, they don't take books without ISBNs. This one says it's dated 87 and it has an ISBN. No barcode, so I'm gonna have to type this one in because it must be before the days of barcodes, right? 1987. So let me put that in here. And they currently have another of this item. Try another one. Okay, they don't want that one. This one I got at the thrift store for $1. Cooking Light Annual Recipes 2008. So let's see. This has a barcode. So let's scan this one, see if they want it. Apparently, my books are real popular. People already have them. Nobody wants one. Nope, they don't want this one either. So how it works is you put your stuff in a box that they're going to take. Up to 40 pounds. They give you a postage paid label. They pay for the shipping, which would be medium mail, back to their facility. Once they get it and verify what's in there, then they will give you your money. This I purchased at Walmart for $11. How to Instant Pot. This is when I first got my Instant Pot. Probably never opened this one. Let me scan this one. See if they want it. Okay, this has an ISBN. I'm gonna have to put it in because I think it picked up the wrong number. So let me put in the number by itself. They are kind of little, so you may need to keep a magnifying glass handy. Nope, they don't want that one either. This one I bought for my foodie. Did this come with it? No. I had a Ninja Foodie when they first came out. It was great because it was a little fancier than the regular Instant Pots because this did like an air fryer thing too. Had a fan on it. So I bought this one and I ended up giving this to a woman who had her kids melted the lid of it. It was sitting on the stove and melted. So I gave her my foodie because she has a big family and it was a really big one. So let's see if this one will scan. Okay, I picked up a wrong number or something. Got to put this one in. Apparently, this is not an official book. It must be a foodie book because it's not coming up. Now, here's one of my Food Network's favorites. Now, if I want something from them, I go directly to the Food Network site and get it. So, and a lot of these, I love Food Network. You know, my armchair chef, that is my moniker. This was what I was doing all those years ago. I was watching all the Food Network shows. This was $1.50 at the thrift store. So let's see if this one comes in. Nope, they don't want that one either. Okay. There's another one by Sunset, Edible Garden Cookbook, fresh, healthy cooking from the garden. That was $2 from the thrift store. Looks like it was never used. Let's scan that one. Oh, originally $24. So scan this one. Nope, they don't want that one. This is another encyclopedia, the 125th anniversary of the Good Housekeeping. I paid $3 for this. Yeah, that's why I bought these, because I'm like a cookbook fanatic. I collect a lot of things. Yarn is a lot cheaper, smaller, and it is used up. It's a, what do you call it? It's perishable, I guess. You can use it and it disappears. Books never disappear unless you get rid of them or do something with them. This one looks like it's never been used. Originally priced at $35. So let me scan this one, see if they want one of these. I'm not doing too good so far. I've only made $1, but it's $1 I didn't have. See, looks, I think a lot of people already have cookbooks. Cookbooks are very popular. Like me, people don't get rid of their cookbooks. So let's see where we go. 1,275 recipes from America's favorite test kitchen. Nope, they have enough of those. Wow, that's very sad. Okay, here's another one. It's a collector's edition from your brand name cookbooks. All those things that were on the packages. This one, let's see, what year is this one? It looks old. Oh, 94. That's pretty good. That's 94. That's what, 30 years old? So those are recipes that we had when we were, we were growing up. These were the ones that weren't good for us that were on the packages. So let me scan that one. See if they want one of those. Okay, let's see. 0427 99305. They don't even recognize this one. That's how old it is. You would think if they said, "Oh, we've never seen that one before, let's take it." No, they didn't do that. Oh, dog's getting a little nervous over here. Okay, here's another encyclopedia. This is Cooking A to Z, Encyclopedia of Terms, Techniques, Ingredients, Equipment. $3 I paid. The CCA, California Culinary Academy. It's a little old, but it doesn't look like it's been used much. I mean, the dust cover's a little beat up. California Culinary Academy, San Francisco. Yeah. Okay, let's see if they've got one of these. They don't want it. I have to type this one in. It's must be pretty old. They don't want that one either. Okay, I'm going to pause you because I have another stack I'm going to bring over and we'll look. Okay, I'm back. I got another stack. I have some DVDs. I'm wondering if they'll take the DVDs. So because I bought DVDs from them. So let me see. Yeah, it did come up, and they currently have enough of this one, Romeo and Juliet. It's cute, but I don't really watch stuff that. What should I say? When I could only watch something when it was on, or I'd miss it, that's when I wanted to watch it. If I can watch something anytime, then there's no urgency for me to want to see it. So there's no point having the DVD unless it's just to have it, which I did keep some just to have for sentimental reasons or for whatever reason. This is the original Cars. Let's see, I'm sure they have too many of these. Yep, they have enough of those. This is the original widescreen collection, Days of Thunder. Let's see. Boy, it doesn't make it look like anybody'd want to do this, huh? Because they didn't want any of my stuff. Why would anybody want to do this? They currently have enough of those. Um, Ice Age. Is this the Blu-ray? 2 disc special edition includes all new animated short film. Oh, the Scrat's Missing Adventure. I remember watching these. Okay, let's see. But now these would be great to take to a cabin or camping if you don't have access to stuff. Yeah, that's what this stuff is. And that's what we used to do when I was camping with my family. We'd go up to the mountains in a cabin. And that's when we would watch all the videotapes and the movies because that's all you had. Now we don't have that problem. So there's no point having them if you can get them anytime you want. Now I know some people love it and you have totally different mindset than I do. You do. You like having your DVDs. You like having your books. Whether you look at them or read them, you like having them. And I have the same thing. I have things that I like to have just to keep them. So I'm not dissing you. I'm just, there's some things I just don't understand keeping and some things I totally understand keeping. So let's see what this one. They don't recognize this one, so that might actually be a barcode. Okay. That one won't be part of it. There's another one. I had birds. It's a bird sitter DVD. Keep your birds occupied while you're gone. So there's no way they're going to want that. That's a barcode that's not even ISBN. So I'm just going to set that aside. Now, here's one that I bought, Fraggle Rock. I used to watch Fraggle Rock. I love Fraggle Rocks. And my son bought me a whole DVD set, I think, of the first season, and I kept that one. Because, sometimes, yeah, you might want to just go down memory lane, read a book you've read before, or watch something that gives you the warm fuzzies. So, yeah, I do keep some stuff. That's probably why you guys are keeping them things that, oh, this is not going to work. There's no ice. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Oh, there's another one too. This was live by the rule. Oh, live by the rule of the rock. Okay, we're going to get rid of that one. They're not going to want that one. This one is an exercise thing by Jillian Michaels. It's a complete workout, front side and back side. I'll hurt myself. I'm too old for that now. Oh, Finding Nemo. I bought that one. This is the 2 disc collector's edition. And it does have an ISBN. So let me put that in and see what comes up. Nope, don't want this one either. They've got enough. Okay, this would, is there anything in this one? It is. Look, one of my favorite movies. Love this movie. This one, I would watch it all the time when it came on. Never watched it from the DVD though. Nope, they have enough of those. What is this one? Oh, these are music videos. They're this was the Toby Keith collection. Now he has passed, um, but I can go on YouTube and see all the videos, so I don't really need the DVD anymore. And it's only got 7 songs on it. I know them all by heart, so don't really need that. But I have Eagles. Hell freezes over. This I might keep because it's Eagles. Duh. Yeah, I know all those too. Mm. But I have them on my Amazon playlist. Nope, it's got to go. Okay, here's another one. This is from the thrift store, $2 crock pot, the original slow cooker recipe edition, more than 350. Now I did keep one that had 1,400 recipes. So I did keep one, but it has more in it in case I decide I want to sit down and look something up. So where's my barcode? There it is. Oh, it is the same as the barcode. Okay, let's scan this one. This was Sam's Club. No, it wasn't. This was original crock pot. And they have enough of those. So they don't need that one. Okay, I have 2 piles over here. So let me move these. The dog's getting nervous. Okay. This, I had 2 of these. Bob Ross, Happy Little Recipes for Family and Friends. It's a cookbook. And I had 2 of these. So I'm like, aw, so I'm going to get rid of one of them. And I'm keeping one of them because it's Bob Ross. And I may someday go through here and make something. But it's the novelty. Come on, you know that. You know we keep stuff sometimes just because it's the novelty. We don't really need it. And the other thing was, if I'm going to have a storage unit anyway, and I'm paying for it anyway, why not keep more stuff in it? If I have to have it, let's just put everything in it. But that didn't work out last time because it took me a long time to clean it out. So I am getting rid of, I'm going through and getting rid of things. But the stuff I decided to keep, I have to go through it again because all I was doing was sorting the end of it. I don't know. I got to figure that out. I got to talk to Cass about that one and see what she thinks about that. If she's had to deal with that with her people before when she has them throw things out. When does it turn from tossing to sorting? That's what I need to find out. Oh, they already have this one too. Bummer. Okay. This is a Ninja Foodie. I got this one at Target from Justin Warner. Justin Warner is a Food Network star. He's the young kid that sort of looks like he has really bright red lips, and he does the judging. He does the commentary on Tournament of Champions. He did for most of the seasons before this last one, and him and Simon were doing it. But he put out this cookbook, and this has good recipes. The other one, no. People would do them, and they were bad recipes. The Ninja Foodie is a little different than a regular air fryer. And this is for making, you can do breads, you can do all kinds of things. But now I have the air fryer and I have an Instant Pot. I have both. I use the Instant Pot. I like to use it for making yogurt. So I will check and see if they have these. But yeah. That's not the number I put in. Let's see. They have enough of these. Okay. This one I got for $2 at the thrift store. It has somebody's address label on it. It's from the kitchens of Martha Stewart. Everyday Light, 500 recipes. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Don't look like it was ever used. All under 500 calories. There's a theme going on here. I'm getting rid of the ones that are healthy. That's funny. I don't cook that much for myself. And when I do, it's not meals. It's a pot of spaghetti, a pot of a bunch of chicken, and it's not like a meal anymore. I don't do that for myself. If I did when I had a family, when I wasn't by myself. Okay. No, they have enough of this one. Here we go. Cooking light, fresh food fast, 24/7, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So let's see. This makes it a little discouraging to want to sell them your books if they don't want any of them. Huh. Let's just fill up a landfill instead of letting them take them and resell them to somebody. Nope, they don't want that one. Next one, I paid $1. Hungry Girl, 200 under 200. I listened to her podcast and many moons ago, and some of these things were good. She did a lot of drinks. She has a Skinny Girl line of food line, and some of the stuff's not bad, but I can get it online. I don't need to have a book. It's taking up room. And that's really what it comes down to, the bottom line. This stuff takes up room and resources online don't. That's kind of how things have gone now. Nope, don't want that one. This is 25 25th anniversary special collection. I paid $2 for this. Brand name, packaged stuff. If this was the 25th anniversary, what year was this? 2006. So let's scan this one. Nope, I want that one. This one is Cooking Light Annual Recipes 2006. I used to get Cooking Light magazine, and they would have a tear out, I think, with cards, and I would save them. And I don't think I used them either. But this doesn't have a lot of pictures. It has sections where there's pictures. So let's see. What about this one? Nope. It's going to be one small package that I send them, don't you think? Oh, here's one I only paid $2 for. Jamie Oliver, Celebrity Chef, Meals in Minutes. Cooking good food fast. This one doesn't look like it was used either. Brand new. $35 original. And I've watched his videos and stuff. I wasn't into doing his style of cooking. So let's see if this one will scan. Oh, they'll take this one. 85 cents. Okay, they're paying for it. So let me put that in the box. They don't have enough of that one. Now, what I need to do is go do a search on thrift books to see how much they're selling them for. Yeah, I'm getting 85 cents. And how much are they going to get? 17? I don't know. We'll see. That's almost $2 now. Let's see. This is Cooking Light Cookbook, the complete Cooking Light Cookbook. Which year was this one? 2000. This was 2000. And this one's all magazine pages. It's all color pages, which is really nice, which makes it very heavy too. All right, let's take a look at this one. Nope, they don't want that one. Kind of a treasure hunt with no treasure, huh? This is Simon, Michael Simon. Fix It with Food. He had a lot of health issues. So he created a cookbook that could discover the foods that can make you feel your best. So these are kind of healing foods that he's put together. And this I did not get. 125 recipes to address autoimmune issues and inflammation. See, I have a lot of inflammation, I assume. There's forward in it by Bobby Flay, Alex, founder of Skinny Taste, and Danielle Walker. This is all color. Didn't try any of these. A lot of quinoa. I can't do quinoa. But let's see if anybody else wants this one. Yes, 98 cents. They want that one. Cool. Okay. This is the Chopped cookbook. I bought this one because that was one of my favorite shows. Use what you've got to cook something great. So what it does is it helps you, say you're given eggs, and it gives a section for you to make things with eggs. There's a section on pot roast, ramp up your pot roast, broccoli, carrots, mushrooms, tomatoes, and how to put something together with the food you have. It's not like those other ones where it's the Campbell's canned cookbook where it has the different sections, but you use a protein, a starch. There's cookbooks like that. Use a protein, a starch, this or that, and then you mix it. Just blend whichever section you want, put it together. I've seen those too. Okay, let's see if anybody wants this one. That's pretty cool. That's kind of a specialty book, so maybe somebody will want that one. How much do you think it'll be? 0 or over $1? Who's betting over $1 or under $1? How about we do that? What's your bet? You're over or under? Oh my goodness. No, but they don't want that one. I can't believe they have enough of that one. And here is the everything ice cream, gelato, and frozen desserts cookbook. Now I have a Ninja Creamy, so I don't need this. I can just put milk in my Ninja Creamy and it makes ice cream for me. So, but I like these books, the Everything series. Very user friendly, very easy to read, very basic. Let's see. Don't think I paid full price for this. I don't pay full price for most everything, but let's see. Where's my ISBN? Okay, there it is. Okay, nope, they don't want that one. Okay, so I have some stuff that I decided to keep. I may just go through those and see if they want any of them and get rid of them, the ones they want, because I found out most of them they don't want. So we might go that route instead. I'm not going to keep them because they don't want them, but it gives me a better idea that I just put a stack of stuff in the car and take it over to the thrift store. So, okay, the total of all that came to $2. and they pay for shipping and I get $2. Not really, if it's not sure if it's worth the energy. It is kind of disappointing, but the app's free. Just scan your ISBN number, see if they want any of your books. If they're just sitting there anyway, not doing nothing, maybe there's something there somebody wants and they don't have enough of it. I couldn't imagine they have too much of all of these. There's some pretty obscure things in there. So, anywho, okay, that is my video. That was something different. So I'm going to go grab some of them other books. I'm going to see if I can make this total $5, a penny at a time. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Okay, bye. Hey, I'm back. It was a very short time for you, but for me, it took a little bit. It was a minute. I went through some of my other books that I decided to keep, and I found there were plenty more they wanted. And what do you think the common denominator was? They didn't want cookbooks. They have plenty of cookbooks. I think everybody turns in their cookbooks. They wanted relationship books. Yeah. Self-help books. Yeah. Diet books? No. What do you call it? New Age. I would call it New Age because I like to read about different things. I have a book of crystals that they wanted. So there's some things out there other than cookbooks that if you have some, you might be able to get rid of them, but you're not going to make $1 million. I got 20 books, and the offer was $16. Okay. So it's stuff that's sitting around. I'm not trying to make $1 million on it, but it's nice to be able to get it out of here and I get some money put back into my account. That's all. You can get credit at the thrift bookstore, or you can get it put into your PayPal. They don't charge for that. Also, you have 1 week. Okay. Use one box. Box can't be over 40 pounds. So whatever you put in one box is under 40 pounds. It'll tell you how much it weighs. They have all that information apparently. It's probably going to be sent media mail is my guess. I haven't printed out my label yet. Using smaller boxes, they will refuse the shipment if you don't just use one, because you can only use one label per box. Don't try to copy a label and use it on multiple boxes. It doesn't work. Use the shipping label they do. They won't send you any money if you don't use that label or that carrier, whatever it is. I don't know what it is yet. Don't add anything extra. Only the items listed on your packing slip will be included. Securely box your books, which means don't leave any spaces in the box if you can help it, because that'll cause crushing. And I've gone over this before. Put maybe something around the edges to protect the books, because if they get them and they're not in sellable shape, you won't get your pennies for it. Doing this means I'm actually getting money back than if I just took them to the thrift store and dropped them off, where I get nothing. So this is a little better choice than that, where I do get something. It's not like a yard sale, but I'm not spending that much time. I don't like yard sales. I don't like selling things at yard sales. But if you have some books that are related to stuff you sell at craft shows that you might want to get rid of, take them with you. People love books. Even people love cookbooks. If you have cookbooks that you'd love to make a few bucks on, get rid of them if you're not selling them. Look at all the cookbooks I have that they don't want because they already have too many of them. People will buy them. They love cookbooks. So that could be a little something you add, a little cubby. Take some cookbooks to your next show. If it's a holiday show, take the holiday cookbook. See if anybody wants to pay $2 or $3 for them. You can make $20 just selling cookbooks. Just saying. I can buy them for $1 at my thrift store, and if I sell them for $2 or $3, I'm making more money. But I don't do yard sales, and they don't give you. Only one book was over $1, and I decided to keep it. I checked all of them, And there was some I wanted to keep, but they would have taken it because it wasn't a regular cookbook. It was Dead Celebrities cookbook, or a yeah, Dead Celebrities. I like weird things. Um, and there was a couple other ones that they would have taken, but I decided I wanted to keep them. But I wanted to see if but there's like 20 of them. 20 of them they'll take, and I'll get $16. So, and it's fast. I just find it, I have tons of boxes. I just stick them in a box, stick a label on it, drop it off within a week. Or if your mailman happens to come and it's post office, you can give it to them and they'll take it. That way you're not having to trudge it anywhere. But just remember, you can submit as many of these buybacks as you want if you want to send smaller packages, because a 40-pound box is very heavy. 20-pound box is very heavy for some people. And I say some people because I do that every day, but it is very heavy. You don't want to be carting that around. So do a buyback. If you want to sell some of your stuff and you get pennies for it, you get a few bucks back, a credit towards other books you might want to buy, because they're not that expensive. I only spend like, they're going to sell these for like $4 and they gave me less than $1. Well, they're a business. They're out to make money. That's their job. But I'm going to get something back that I wouldn't normally get had I just left them sitting here or took them to the thrift store. I wouldn't get any money for them at all. And they're only going to sell them for $1. Anyway, somebody might as well make some money off of it. So, and then you have to mail within 7 days. So whatever you're doing has to be scanned within 7 days. If not, it's canceled. And then you would have to do the whole process again. That's what it sounds like. And if you're going to use a box, which you should use a box, make sure all your edges are taped, because it's going to be heavy. It's going to be, if it's post office, it's going to be put in with the heavy stuff or the big stuff, which is going to be banged and smushed around. So any seam, any corner could pop open. I'm just saying that with any package. It doesn't even have to be this. If you're sending something that's bigger than like 12 inches or 15 inches, it can't go on the small machine. It has to go on the big machine. And the big machine is where all the really heavy stuff is, and that falls on all the other packages. So when you get stuff that's mushed, sometimes that's why it's been put on a different machine with mail that's heavier than it, and it gets mushed. So you're at the mercy of the person sending your package to you. And that's just how it goes. That's why I try to provide information to you on how to mail your packages so they will get there safely, if you choose to listen to my advice. So that's it. So I'm going to print out my label and pack this stuff up in a box, and it's going to be $16. I'm going to have it sent to my PayPal. So I don't have to use a credit, even though I may still buy some stuff, but I still have more books that I bought from them that I might see if they want them back. The problem is they're probably all cookbooks. Oh, crafting books. They like crafting books too. They already had plenty of this one though. Yeah, they didn't want that one. I was keeping it anyway, but I decided to put them all through to see if they wanted any of the ones I was going to keep. And no, they have plenty of this. So if you want one, go to Thrift Books and get one. Okie dokie. So that was the follow-up to the first part of the video. And yeah, it says, what does it say? How much the money? They have to receive it and evaluate it before you get your money back, pretty much. And I did have to link my PayPal account. If you don't want to do that, you can just have it put in as a credit on your Thrift Books account, so you can use it towards other books. That is your other option. So yeah, it's called a buyback. So that's it. So I hope this was interesting and helpful, and maybe go through and take a look at some of those old relationship self-help books that you bought that you don't use or didn't work, and see if you can make a few pennies off of them, sending them back. Yeah, they wanted crafting books, relationship books, new age woo-woo books, ghost books, things about supernatural. I like reading ghost stories and things. So yeah, they like that. So yeah. that's something that I've never seen on YouTube. So I'm hoping that's something that it will help you, and you'll find it interesting. Take a look at what you got. Bye.